So, Mr. Ernest, what is the significance of this day to you?
It's wonderful to honor the flag, because it took us years to get one. When I was in the service, we had other flags to use, but nothing as nice as this. It's beautiful.
Okay.
And I just learned, and you learn every day, that our colors are red and white. And they were proclaimed in 1921, the year that I was born. Right?
Oh, okay. So that means that in your 95 years, this is the first time that you attend this kind of a gathering.
Yes. But I was in this building in 1942 when I was in the Air Force.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mrs. Harris, what can you say about this ceremony today?
Well, today it's the anniversary, the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the Canadian flag, and we are celebrating this great event because that takes us to the nationhood as Canada, and we are very proud to be part of this moment, of this ceremony. Our generation, the one who created the flag, it was the previous one, but we enjoy today and we celebrate the fact that Canada is a nation. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Susan, you're here at the Canada Flag Day. What is the significance of this day to you?
I was alive when Canada's flag came into being, and it's just great to know that I've seen it age to 50 years. It makes me proud to be Canadian, and I'm just glad to be here and taking part in this occasion. It'll be memorable.
Okay, Tamara, what is the significance of this day to you?
Well, the significance of this day is I'm a proud Canadian, so I'm very honored to be here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of our flag, but also it's a double significance for me because this is actually the 13th anniversary of my skiing accident, which is why I'm in a wheelchair. So I'm just grateful to be alive and to be a Canadian.
Do you do this every year?
This is the first time I've been invited to this event.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, the Honorable Elizabeth Zanzibar. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous joindre pour souhaiter la bienvenue à l'Honorable Elizabeth Zanzibar, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario.
What an amazing scene this is. I wish you could be up here where I am and see what you all look like. It's absolutely amazing. Welcome to this celebration of our Canadian flag as we approach its 50th anniversary. I want to thank each and every one of you for your enthusiastic participation in this extraordinary gathering of Ontarians. You are going to become a living flag, photographed by the internationally renowned Edward Burtynsky. I hope for all of you it will be a day of making memories. Merci and miigwech. I also want to thank the Department of Canadian Heritage, Ryerson University, the Mattamy Athletic Centre, McDonald's, and the Provincial Ministry of Citizenship, Immigration, and International Trade for their generosity, assistance, and contributions to this extraordinary gathering. And isn't this such an appropriate venue in which to celebrate the identifiable symbol of Canada, the Maple Leaf? This cathedral of hockey, the former Maple Leaf Gardens, is one of the most renowned shrines in the history of our most loved sport. In the coming days, you're going to see much being written about the story of our Canadian flag. It really was an exercise in nation building, When the then Prime Minister Lester Pearson proposed a distinctive flag in 1964, he was told by the Royal Canadian Legion, "It's not a question of logic, it's a question of emotion, and the flag is an emotional thing." And so it was through the famous debate and discussion that followed. But finally, Parliament spoke and the Queen proclaimed that Canada would have its own unique flag on February 15, 1965. This new flag was created from a familiar feature of our land. The singular maple leaf at the center was a symbol that had in fact been used as shorthand to identify Canadians for longer than we've even joined in Confederation. There's an Ojibwe legend that spoke of the sugar maple tree and provided a moral lesson about hard work and the value that was placed on the sap, a value that outsiders soon learned. And long before any flag debate, Canadian soldiers wore the maple leaf on their metal badges, and maple leaves adorned the graves of those who fell in service to king and country. Notre drapeau a été le principal compagnon de nos célébrations. Il a marqué. It's often said that our flag never looks better than when it's flown in the Canadian wilderness and forest. It is a symbol born of our national environment, and it speaks to our love of this land. We know equally that the flag symbolizes Canada throughout the entire world. It's been a familiar sight of welcome to those who seek to join the Canadian family, and I'm delighted to welcome the 100 new Canadian citizens who just became Canadian citizens. Embodiment of what a country, province, church, or regiment stands for. It's the symbol of the ethos or spirit of a people or community. Its hopes, its aspirations, its will to live, and its determination to play its role in history. A flag speaks for the people. It silently calls all men and women to the service of the land in which they live. This is your flag. C'est votre drapeau. Our distinctive maple leaf symbolizes our shared citizenship and, in a way, how one person can make a difference. The power of one, which can give meaning to service in our communities and our dreams for the future. I hope that it will continue to inspire each and every one of you. Each of you today represents a different aspect of that shared citizenship. Whether you're a recipient of a national or provincial honor, a community leader, a new Canadian, or a young person, you all find yourselves represented in our Canadian flag. And in this unique photograph, you will be recorded for all time. Let's now come together with a sense of national purpose. This flag stands for Canada, and what an appropriate time to remind ourselves of our oath of citizenship to this country. I'd ask you to raise your right hand in silent affirmation as I recite the words of the oath of citizenship. I swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors. Et j'observerai fidèlement les lois du Canada et je remplirai loyalement mes obligations de citoyen canadien. Thank you all for coming. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor. Merci beaucoup.
In all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free.